everyone, I'm Rachel and this is Mindy, and we're going to do a fun Passover activity for you today.
Passover is a holiday that starts Wednesday night. Jewish people celebrate by starting with a special dinner called a Seder, where they tell the story of the Exodus from Egypt, when the Jewish slaves were freed and escaped. Moses, who was the leader of the Jewish people, tried to convince Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, into letting the slaves go. But what did Pharaoh say?
He said no. He wouldn't let them out of Egypt and out of slavery.
Until finally God sent plagues, which were very bad things that happened to the Egyptians, to convince Pharaoh to let the Jews go. So today, as part of the story that we are going to tell on Wednesday night at our special dinner, we're going to make props to help tell the story. Props are things that you can use that make the story come to life. And so we are going to make a bag of plagues to use at our Seder.
The first plague was God turned all the water in Egypt into blood. So we made this by putting red food coloring and red glitter into a water bottle, and we shook it up, and we have a little thing of blood.
Let's just put it in the plague bag, Rachel. The next plague was frogs. Frogs were jumping everywhere. And so we made two different kinds of frogs. One with a paper plate. See? And we put googly eyes on it. You could just draw eyes. And we drew a tongue. And we made his mouth all red. See the frog that jumps.
And then we have a little paper bag hand puppet. And he has a tongue and eyes and little frog arms.
What's the next plague, Rachel?
The next plague is lice.
Ooh, itchy, scratchy, lice, yuck. We took an old comb and we put lots of little black sequins on the comb to stand for the lice. That was one idea we had. You might have other ideas of how to make lice for your plague bag.
The next plague was wild animals. So we have a teddy bear that's all messed up that our puppy chewed, and he's our wild animal.
We could have also used our puppy as our wild animal. The next plague is cattle disease. This one's a little harder to find things around the house. We happen to have these funny little cows, and we have a Band-Aid, see, that we were going to put on the cow since it cattle disease. Cattle was sick. Disease means a sickness. Maybe you have a stuffed Chick-fil-A animal or a picture of a cow, but this is what we used for cattle disease.
The next plague was boils. So we used...
Oh, what are boils, Rachel?
Boils are blisters all over your skin that really hurt and are really red.
So we thought that we could take the bubble wrap from inside of a packing envelope to use for boils. You could cut a square off or something to use as a prop.
And you could paint them red so they're all itchy and irritated looking.
Yeah, irritated means that they bother you, right? The next plague was hail. Hail, have you ever seen hail? Hail is like the ice that falls from the sky sometimes in a big storm. And so we have
cotton balls.
Cotton balls to be hail, or just wadded up pieces of paper. Hail. The next plague is locusts. Locusts are like big, ugly grasshoppers. And so we are using clothespins. See clothespins? We colored one green and we made wings and antennas. And locusts ate all the crops, all the plants in Egypt. So you can see their mouths. See? There they go, the locusts.
The next plague was darkness. So we have sunglasses. This plague made the Egyptians unable to see for days.
So we have all these plagues, and we're going to put them in our bag and take them to dinner on Wednesday night when we tell the story. We have props, nice and secure in here, that'll help us tell the story of the Exodus from Egypt. Thanks so much. Maybe you can make your own props.